Welcome. My name is John Broussard. I'm going to be giving a presentation on Moving Average Trader, some new technology we've added to options analysis in September of 2012. A moving average is nothing more than taking the sum of the closed stock prices for a certain number of days and dividing by those number of days to get the average price. Moving average S means that we do it for S days, and moving average L means we do it for L days, where typically L is more days than S. In moving average trading, when the shorter moving average crosses above the longer moving average, that gives us a bullish signal, and we start trading bullish. When the short moving average crosses below the long moving average, we go bearish. Two well-known moving average values, one of them shown in this chart, is to use a long days of 30 and a short days of 10. The stock chart below for Coca-Cola shows where the crossings occur. Wherever you see a B, that's where we had a bullish crossing, and wherever you see an S, that's where we had a bearish crossing. Moving averages for bullish trading does well when a stock is trending up, as you can see between the bullish line here and the sell crossing there. Another well-known values for moving averages is 200 days and 50 days. This is primarily used for long-term stock trading over many days, if not years, periods. I show what that looks like for Qualcomm, where over a long period of time we had a buy signal and a sell signal. Inside options analysis, we've had a tool there for a long time called the moving average tool. Basically, it can search for any crossings, both bullish and bearish, that are occurring today, or it can search for all the crossings in a stock list that have happened over the last, say, 1,000 days. So if you put in a short moving average of 10, a long moving average of 30 for a simple moving average, pick a list like the NASDAQ 100 shown there, and ask to see all of the bullish moving average crossings and click search, that's what you'll get. Here's an example of the output. We had two stocks where the 1030 crossing happened today. That's signified by the trading day since last crossover is 0. And here's where the crossings happened in other stocks in the past. They're bullish, and there's not been a bearish crossing yet. So some of these stocks are definitely trending up. If you'd like to see the history of the moving average, you click on Pick underneath stock, where the arrow shows an example of Pick for American Express. Now there's two problems with this searcher. How has this stock done for a 1030 moving average crossing in the past? And is the 1030 moving average crossing the best we can use if we want to, for example, trade call options? We're going to introduce a new technology to try to solve this problem. Here is the chart that occurs if you were to click Pick for American Express. American Express had a bullish crossing 6 days ago, and you can see that's the B near the arrow in the picture. And these were some of the buys and sells that occurred in the past. American Express over this time period of 2012 definitely had a bullish trend. The tool we're going to use is called the Moving Average Backtest Stocks tool. It's located in the standard options analysis and the darknet options analysis. Let me show you where it's located at. If you go to Find Trades, Search Tools, the moving average puts, calls, and stocks are located right here. You click them. And if you have darknet, moving average plus darknet calls is located right there. This is the moving average calls web page, we searched ASH, and we get this kind of output. There's a pick you can choose here, showing that we just had a bullish crossing in ASH. Once this tool is constructed, we can optimize it. I used the S&P 500 stock list to do the optimization. If you change the stock list to something else, you pretty much get the same numbers. And we're looking at 1519 instead of 1030. 1519 trades considerably faster. The technology that was used to create this searcher is basically the same technology that's used in Darknet, except that we simply replaced the technical indicator from the Darknet indicator to the moving average indicator. There's a mathematical trick you can use to make moving averages compute very fast. Here's the output. I showed an example just a while ago. Here's another example. Inside the moving average searcher, when you click search, you can check on the buy box or you can check on the sell box. And if you check both, you get everything that happened in the stock list and what's currently active. If a stock is in a bullish trend and has not had a sell crossover, you'll get a trade leg, even if the crossover happened in the past. For example, Home Depot, the crossover happened 32 days ago, and we get still a trade leg we can go try to do if we want to do right now. MMM just recently had a sell and got out of the trade. Disney had a crossover 2 days ago when this search was ran, and this is a trade that's ready to go. So when a crossover happens in the past and the software computes the latest profit of the stock trade, shown right here, and we can see that Home Depot is currently sitting on some profits. MMM finished as a profit, and even Disney, even though it traded 2 days ago, is already going up. INTC is an example of a stock where the profits were negative. I don't show a gray box. I'm going to show it later. In addition to this output, you get a complete summary of what happened in the stock list for all the stocks. You can click pick, shown here under stock symbol, to get the moving average chart. The output also shows how many trades there are. For example, in Walt Disney, there's been 34 trades. 22 of them were winners and 12 were losers. It averaged about 24 days long. The max profit was this 280 price, and the max loss was minus 83. That is an example of how the moving average, if there are trends in stocks, it'll capture those nice trending profits while trying to minimize the losses when the trend does not happen. So here's that sell signal that just happened in MMM at the time the search was done. Here was the buy, and here was the sell. Notice that when the stock starts going sideways, the moving average buys and sells happen quickly. And this buy and this sell, this buy and this sell, neither were profitable. But when the stock trended, as it did over here, this buy and this sell were profitable. So there's a lot of small trades that are sort of not profitable, then every once in a while a good one when a trend happens. Here's the moving average calls output, the gray box output, which is a summary for the stocks in the S&P 100 for the last 3.5 years. Optimized, the days were slightly different from the stocks. There was 1016. This is the same Darknet call searching technology, except the Darknet technical indicator was removed and replaced by a moving average technical indicator. And here's the summary report. Calls are doing pretty good over the last 3.5 years in the S&P 100. 90% of the stocks had a profit. 46% of the trades individually had a profit, pretty much 50-50 on the individual trades. However, the average profits are higher than the average loss by 4-to-1. This is doing pretty good, and that's because moving averages is able to capture these uptrends and lock in profits, especially when there are calls combined with it.